Now perhaps, just perhaps, you look at the length of this video and you go, there's no way I have time for this. I'm not watching a 30-minute video on chest packs. I'm cool with it. Just use my links below. I'll rank order stuff. I'll give a short blurb of which ones I like best. Click away. Add them to your system. Enjoy. Thanks for coming out. Much appreciated. There's your video. 28 seconds. You want more? Okay. Now don't rub the lamp unless you want the genie to come out. If you want more, that means I delve into a systems discussion. I get philosophical, bro. I talk about integrating your systems. I've always been known for that. Some of my more popular videos are systems videos. You're probably going to get one on chest packs if you rub the lamp. Okay, I see all you guys rubbing the lamp. You want a video longer than 28 seconds. I don't blame you. Okay, so it's been a hot minute since we've revisited, talked about in depth chest packs. I think the last one that I can remember, and maybe I'm missing some because I have a ton of content, the ribs, RIBZ chest pack. And those were awesome, and I still have mine. I have my biggest one relegated to a level 4 first aid kit, so I put my entire homemade first aid kit in that, and it's a perfect carrier for that. I think I covered that in my latest FAQ update. Check that out. Very cool. And then my other one I use for multi-purpose. I have another ribs pack. I'm not sure they're still out there. I went looking for them last year. I did not see them. Now let me go back in my own personal history. Since you guys rubbed the lamp, genie's coming out. That means this is going to be feature length. I've been looking at chest packs and have been intrigued with them ever since I was probably in my, 20s? It was like 80s. So the late 80s, I used to thumb through the old Eagle Industries tactical nylon catalog. And they have, and maybe they still make, something called like the Mozambique Trail Runner pack. And it was a vertically oriented pistol chest pouch with 4 straps on it. And I was really intrigued by that. I thought that was a really high-speed way to carry a gun. Here again is a Smith & Wesson M&P M20, full-sized, 5-inch in 40. Don't know if I'd be carrying this one. Little bit too big, little bit too heavy. I'd be going with something smaller, like a cute little Glock. Something like that right there. So I used to look at that, and I don't think I ever ordered one, but I always used to look and thumb through that catalog. It was such a great catalog and just got my mind going and really organized my thinking about what approach is best. And I think most of those tactical nylon products that Eagle Industries made in the day were actually all law enforcement military based. So these were direct applications from users that had asked for certain things. I think there were some dudes that they didn't want to carry their rifle and they wanted to carry a pistol in a very high-speed fashion with a couple other magazines and also, some additional equipment. And that is at least where their chest pack came from. Now, I don't know if they're the first. I'm not saying they're the first, but I'm saying that this type of thing, whether it's vertically oriented like this or horizontally oriented, which is popular now, has been around for a while. Now, if we're discussing philosophy, I've hit on the main reason you would want to carry one of these, and that is the carriage of a pistol. Okay, do I recommend this? My answer, and I'm always honest with you guys, is it just really depends. I think an LPAC, low probability for armed conflict, normal EDC carriage, I think a chest pack, I don't care what color you do, is going to garner attention. I think it's different. People aren't used to seeing a chest pack on a dude. It looks rather tactical. But if you put a light jacket over it, something that hides it, and most of these will carry very flat. They're only 2 to 3 inches wide. If you carry a very narrow pistol, and what do you know? The Walther PPS still in inventory making an appearance. Yeah, that's going to be our gun for all these chest packs. It's going to carry very easily. There's an extra magazine also in that Galco. Super cool Velcro holster. I'll try to put links to these below to Pro 2A Optics Planet. Carrying the pistol, it is a great way to do it. It's relatively fast. A lot of these chest packs have a quick draw methodology. Some work good, some are kind of a little bit slow. But the case, well, that's not a super fast draw, and you're probably right. I think an inside the waistband draw and your practice with that draw is going to be much quicker. And I think that's how most of you guys carry your pistol. But consider this. When you move your pistol up to your chest, you free your belt line. That means you're not bumping your gun into your seatbelt. You're not bumping it into the car. You're not dragging it across the car, which some of y'all have done, right? Scratching the car. You're not bumping into people. You're getting it out of a way that's just less obtrusive in your daily, your daily tasks. That's worth considering. Also, in a seated position, the gun is readily available. Now, you guys know I advocate shoulder holster carry. I still use the Galco products like a Miami Classic and the Galco Classic Light. I use those all the time, basically every day. I love it. So it's going to have the same advantages of a chest pack, except I have to go under my shirt because I use an untucked shirt. There's some interferences there. We won't go into a lot of details, but we basically move the gun up to our chest area. There are advantages to that. Okay, and there's another advantage. So I'm going to start off with this one, and I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like a couple additional, like 5 total to show you. I'm going to move as efficiently as I can, but this is interesting. You guys rub the lamp, so this is what you're getting instead of a 28-second video. What you're looking at right now is my WYNEX tactical chest pack. I got it out of Amazon. Link is below. It's made in China. It is a very cost-effective chest pack, and along with the Museri chest pack, which I don't have on tabletop. I may roll an imagery. It's a great way to introduce you to a chest pack and see if this is something you want to do. Now, where I was going with that is these chest rigs, or chest packs as you call them, some will have different approaches. And like this one, you can see does not have a periphery zipper. So you could make the case, well, that's not really set up for quick access pistol, and you'd be right. This is mostly a utility chest pack. So in the WYNEX chest pouch, and I paid $18 when they first came out, and I gave you links to those in multiple videos. They have since gone up, so if you didn't buy one, it's on you, bro. But we don't have Velcro backing, a place for a chest, not chest, but a Velcro holster. So could I adapt this? Yeah, I could, but without a 270-degree zipper, would I waste time? No, not with the other products I'm going to show you. We have a mesh pocket here with elasticized tops on them. Nice. And then, kind of strangely, at least in this one, we do have some magazine loops in there, so heavy-duty elastic in there. The nylon they're using in this particular one, the WYNEX Tactical Chest Pack, that's what they're calling it, I'd say it's of medium quality. It's not super high quality. You're looking at about 300 denier. There's an attempt at some waterproofness. The zippers look to be pretty darn good, I would say. Made in China, but pretty much everything tactical nylon-wise these days is made in China. It's just, or Bangladesh, or Vietnam. Now, I could adapt this portion here for gun carriage. I could actually just slip this like this, right? In a different holster. I mean, a gun, maybe your Glock 43 or something, that would fit in there. And yeah, again, let's not get into a big debate of which is faster. That's not what we're talking about. Number one rule in a gunfight is having a gun, and that's what you want to do, is have that gun ready. But where I was going with this, and the WYNEX is a good way to demonstrate this, is that it's not all about carrying the gun. Since we have a pack, the gun will fit in there, maybe a mag, maybe 2, maybe 3 mags, depending on the variation. You can put them up there, awesome possum, that's all good. But then you have room for other things. So in here, you could put many first aid items, your rape whistle, a knife, a signal mirror, and a phone maybe. There you go. Now, someone asked me, I met him like last year. It's a TMPer, been in the project a long time. And he goes, hey, do you like it when we adopt your methods? And I thought that was a really interesting question. I'd never been asked that. And I thought about it. I go, well, yeah, I do actually, because I feel like my approach to whether it's a knife, a flashlight, a watch, or a gun, whatever it is, it's a systems approach, how everything interacts with the other thing, give you the best possible system at the lowest possible cost, highest value. So yeah, I like it. You guys do use a lot of what I say. You buy a lot of my recommended items, and I hope I'm saving you money and I'm leading you in the right way. I really work hard to do that, and I think it's a trust that I work hard to preserve. One thing you guys have not done, though, and I don't think many of you ever will, is go with the fanny pack like I have. Did you see me going there? No, you didn't. Yeah, a lot of you guys just like, no, I'm not doing the fanny pack. There's no way. It looks so dorky. I've talked about this at length in so many videos. It's not dorky. Just choose a trim fanny pack. And I'm thinking about just doing a video like this for fanny packs. It'd be very similar, actually. But somehow a chest pack to a lot of you guys is a lot cooler than a fanny pack. But it's basically the same thing. This is basically a fanny pack that's strapped to your damn chest. It's no different. Now, slow your roll. If you're typing something furiously and you're like, well, hold on, dude. I wouldn't wear a fanny pack this big. This platform is too big because I don't carry a gun in my fanny pack. That's my point. I don't carry a gun and go, oh yeah, I gotta have my gun in my fanny. I'm in, inside the waistband, usually offside carry or in a Galco Classic Light. That's my system. Or if it's high pack, I'm in my satchel. Okay, but back to this. When you move it up to the chest, somehow it doesn't become dorky. It becomes cooler. And I don't know a lot of guys who think a chest pack is dorky. I really don't. Notice the drain holes back here on, I should call it the Wyvern. That was a knife I reviewed by Civivi. No, it's the WYNEX. And then we, on the holster, not the holster, but the strap system, I'm really surprised at the quality of nylon they use on this one. It's a very high quality nylon. Nice molly run back there. Excellent. And I would say overall that the strap system on this particular WYNEX, and by the way, that name may change and also it may just go away very quickly. All these offshore produced stuff, I mean, they're here today, gone tomorrow. So if you like it, buy quickly. You can see what's happened to the price already. But overall, I would say the stability on this rig, having worn it in a different color, is good. I don't think it's amazing, it's just good. And you have a nice stretch of loop Velcro for patches and whatever you want back there. This is kind of cheesy right here. It's not, hemmed, it's just kind of lowbrow, but they're trying to save some money here. But the big thing is their nylon they're using is legit. And so are their buckles. Their buckles are really good too. Now, some of the other packs I'm going to show you, they have a way to attach it either to a plate carrier or some other tactical nylon. This kind of does it too, but in kind of a half-ass fashion. They have a smaller patch and then it's covered. It's kind of an afterthought, but yes, if you do have a run of Velcro on LBE, you could take these straps off and use it as a utility pouch. And of course, we have the fully loop Velcroed front on it, MOLLE capable. You could again weave in different pouches on that. And WYNEX, that's it. The other one that I don't have on tabletop, I may roll in overlay, is a Museri chest pack. That one is very similar to this one, except it has elastic on the top shoulder or top or waist straps, and TD and I have used those and they are good. They're super inexpensive. They're only like 18 bucks. They're 9 by 6 by 2 inches, but we don't think their stability is nearly as good as this WYNEX one. This one, by the way, is 11 ounces. There you go. And I think for what you're paying, it's worth a shot. Moving on. And then we'll jump back into philosophy as we go along. So we talked about carrying a pistol, getting it off your belt, and then carrying a bunch of other EDC stuff as well. Now let's go into high probability for armed conflict, and we'll do it by introducing the Condor Stowaway chest rig is what they're calling this. And I look at the Condor rig as more capable, more stable, and as the name implies, more tactical. So this is definitely focused to carrying a pistol, carrying support items for said gun, and then some additional items as well. Now, when I did my HPAC video, my EDC update, high probability for armed conflict, I talked about the satchel, and I love that method because it gives me so much room and so much capability, and it's very low visibility. You can sling a satchel over your shoulder, and no one's really going to pay much attention to it. This one is not as roomy as those satchels, but it is roomier than what I just threw on the table, and it's sturdier. So this is 500 denier Oxford nylon cloth. We have the same MOLLE front on the front with Velcro. You can see I slammed an old school TMP shark patch on there. We have gear loops on the bottom. This is again Condor outdoor stowaway chest rig. Comes in various colors, FE, black, and green. These are interesting because you can zip tie stuff to them. You could actually put a pistol holster on the bottom. I do have that modeled on a different brand. And then since it is focused for mainly pistol carrying, we do have a 270-degree zipper. And let's see how high quality that is. I would say very high quality. I was wondering if that was a YKK, but it's not. But it's a relatively strong zipper. And very interesting right here. Notice they have a 550 adjustable retention, I would say cord, but it's basically designed so the whole front doesn't fall down vertically. So maybe you don't want to show what you have in front, and when you open it, you can adjust that so someone standing right here can't see it. I think that's the idea. Or you can completely remove it. Really easy to do, and that's what these retention loops are for. Looking inside, what do you know? We have a complete loop Velcro back. And now we can attach our holster, just like this super cool Galco. And boy, that's a nice rig. And if you're not digging the old school PPS, then go with your favorite variety. It would fit up to a Glock 17. I know because I've done it. And actually, it would fit up to this one too. Now, I said I wouldn't go with this one or a big size, full size pistol because I'm trying to minimize weight on the chest. I want something to snug up. I want to be able to run, be active, be mobile, crawl, jump, and more importantly, in my case, run away. Run away. There's the name of it right there. $45 is what I paid on this. I really like the black color because it's kind of a gray man concept, not really tactical in nature. Maybe you differ. This is kind of interesting here because you can see how you have a loop Velcro on the side. So if you had a smaller pistol, let's say a Glock 43 perhaps, you might have room to run a single like magazine pouch, just like this one. Let's see if this one would fit. So if I did this, ran this all the way over here, this is what I'm talking about. Like that. Dang it. Got Velcro all over the place. Like that. You would have to experiment with it and see what works for you. Again, don't go crazy, and you don't want this to look like a big fat chipmunk cheek because you have so much stuff in it. But also we have a gear pouch here, so you can cram stuff in there. Again, heavy duty, nicely webbed, good materials. The one downside on this is it's 1 pound 3 ounces, which I think is a little bit heavy for a chest rig. For me, you know, I'm all about lightweight, right? All about lightweight, but this zipper is excellent. And notice they dispense with anything other than zipper pulls. I said that if you just have a zipper pull, you can access your pistol pretty good. This is a very stable harness system, I would say. This is called an H harness on the Condor, and I really love it. You have some MOLLE right here, same methodology. Your attachment system is a little bit different. Nice and comfortable, wide for supporting weight. Same Velcro as before. And we have adjustability on the top straps. And then we have a waist belt. That's where some of that weight is coming from. So I like how Condor is saying this is a chest rig, not a pouch. Their focus is in stability and really being able to stably carry a pistol. That's how I take this rig. So maybe that weight's a good thing. And then notice this. This is also for integration into their plate carriers, their tactical nylon. And this is a real big run of, in this case, hook Velcro. So it would have to mate, like usually I see this same setup. So on most plate carriers, you'd have like loop on this side and then your pouches would have hook just like this. But if yours are reversed, it would kind of mess things up. But it would attach nice and firmly that way. You'd move all your straps and then it becomes maybe a pistol carrier, a magazine carrier, or a utility pouch. But excellent stability with a 4-point H harness. And the adjustability is 30 to 48 inches on the waist. And that's what they call it, the vast plate carrier. That's what that one's for, 500 denier. That's a really nice option, quality nylon. And notice there's no elastic. I said in that one Chinese one, the Museri, I don't like the elastic. Anything that has elastic on it will wear out. And in, I don't know, about 5 years' time, it won't be very functional. In 10 years, it'll be completely non-functional, and you'll need to replace it. Next up, we're going to go to the 511 product. And now we're going to higher quality and surprisingly no more cost. Welcome to the Nut and Fancy review in this Chest Pouch Extravaganza systems philosophy discussion of the 511 Skyweight Survival Chest Pouch. Boom. Great colors on that, by the way. I think they call that kangaroo. They have like black, kangaroo, like some gray, an OD, like an Air Force green. Really great colorations. This one is only 10 ounces. 10 ounces. Now, have we lost firepower in terms of carrying a heavier pistol in this pack? I've only done it a couple times, I'll be honest with you. And I thought that the rig, and basically when I say the rig, the harness system that supports the weight of the pistol is pretty adjustable. I think the Condor rig was a little more adjustable than this one. It had more straps. But I would rate the stability as good to excellent depending on how much weight you're putting in it. There's my answer. So for a Glock 43X, all day long comfortable. P365, all day long comfortable. Glock 19, PSA dagger, all day comfortable. You'll love it. Look at the back of this though. So if we're talking philosophy, this is interesting that 511 saying, well, you know, you can integrate this to a plate carrier, but it's really meant to be carried against your chest. And I really love this. So we have a nice attempt at ventilation to evaporate sweat. And then not only that, we have a way to pass through a big gear belt. See that? And to retain on their gear belt, and they call that, I'll think of the name of that. It's like their skyweight belt or something they have. So this is designed to interface with that or be worn standalone as a chest rig. I love the ventilation thing here. And then we have a way to attach more stuff here. Notice how thin it is. We're looking at 10 inches by 6 inches by only 2.5 inches wide on the Skyweight Survival Chest Pack. And incidentally, they have another one called the Utility Chest Pack. I'll roll some photos or video on that one, and it has a Velcro front. It'll have similar features. It'll be a little bit heavier than this one, a little bit heavier duty, but it's very similar. Very similar. We have some ways to attach lanyards here, flashlights, knives, and these mini pockets right there. But we don't have a zip front pocket on this one. That might make you sad. But it is set up for gun usage. Right there, bro. So we have a way to slam our cool little Velcro holster right here. And trust me, boys, that carries very stably like that. And we have provisions for extra magazines. But don't be fooled, because if you carry a magazine here, you're going to be out like that. So if you're in LPAC, just one extra mag. With a lower rounds count like this one, maybe 2. I'd carry one horizontally, the other one vertically. And that's if I really needed it, you know. But if I go to high pack, then all bets are off. I'm going to load this sucker up. Now these are pulls to open up the pack. And it's an attempt to get to the pistol quickly. And notice they're ambidextrous, so you can set your zippers up. By the way, I do recommend siliconing the zippers so they open easier. I find these to be okay, but I usually screw it up when I try to use the pull tabs. And I think the Eagle products in the day had the same thing with their fanny packs. So that's what you're supposed to do like that. A downside, I guess, to this pack is you don't have a multitude of pockets, either interior or exterior, to organize all your shiz. Yeah, so this to me kind of strikes me as more of a gun-focused pack, the Skyweight Survival Chest Pack. The fabric is fantastic. It's like ripstop 330 denier, super high quality nylon with DWR. Really, really high quality. I mean, what do you expect from 511, right? It's all good. By the way, they call these hot pulls right here. Oh, I know what they call that. It's called the Skyweight hip belt. That's what this is designed for. It's pretty cool. And the Rush 100 backpack, it'll interface with that one as well. Now, let me throw that in real quick. The Skyweight hip belt, I haven't really ran that before. If this gets a ton of views and a ton of interest, I see a ton of comments, I'll get one, I'll slam it, I'll outfit it, and I'll give you my opinions on it. But remember, I'm a fanny pack guy in EDC. So I think the Skyweight hip belt is more of a high pack stuff. So I just have I'm basically loaded for bear. It's a tactical system. And that's where you go. Let's take a look at the nylon. I think the nylon is plenty high quality, about the same level as that first pack I showed you. That one had surprising quality for its low price. Then we have some very interesting buckles right here. So they're different. These are non-standard buckles, but they work. And we have a 4-point harness. The most stable one I've shown you is that Condor. So it has like an extra waist strap. This one is kind of combining shoulder strap, going diagonally across the back, and then you cinch it up to find the height that you want and the snugness you want. A disadvantage of the chest packs is if you layer, you're going to have to change your sizing on your harness unless you're against your bottom layer. Keep that in mind. Okay, as opposed to like inside the waistband. Every system has a disadvantages. Some are better than others. And again, don't forget their utility pouch as well. It's basically the same. Okay, now I was toying with the idea of doing a fanny pack video. I don't know if I will. It really depends on all the stuff I talked about. But this is basically like the utility pouch, but they call this the I think the waist utility pouch is kind of a fanny pack. And this is by 511. I'll put a link to this below because it's pretty excellent if you don't care about its humongous size. This is more of an L-pack system. And it's just what I said earlier in the video, that all these chest packs are really fanny packs moved up to your chest with a harness system. But they could all function, as this one is designed to function, as a fanny pack. But you guys don't want fanny packs, so you get chest packs. This one, though, doesn't have like the suspension system, at least on it. It's got, let's see, 4 points. So yeah, I could adapt this to being a chest pouch. This one right here, it has the same backing, has a MOLLE system on the back, but it's basically a simple nylon waist belt. Set up for weapon carriage. Yeah, it is. It's going to have a Velcro inside, just like the other one. Make sure I got the name right. 511 Rapid Waist Pack 3 liter, kangaroo python colors. There's your sizing, 13 ounces. I like this one in that it has like an interior pouch for extra stuff where the Skyweight Survival doesn't. The utility does. But that's that sage green. I call it an Air Force green because that's everything we had in the Air Force was like that, like flight suits, parachutes. My G suit was that color. Yeah, notice the different fabric on this one too. It's heavier, so this is probably 500 denier to 300 denier. Really nice, though. Just a nice addition. And let me show you something else too. Going back to the Skyweight Survival. So I said this didn't have like pouches set up. I'm sorry, interior pouches to carry all your fun stuff, right? I mean that. It doesn't. But do not be sad because it does have these. And I was psyching you guys out saying that I don't know if I'd use them. I actually did use them. I got a marsupial bottom mount right-handed small Ranger green pistol holster, and I attached it to a Skyweight Survival just to show you what it's capable of right there. I should probably put a zip tie right here to give it some more stability, but I was in a hurry. But it's basically for mauling. By the way, this is, if you can find this marsupial holster, it's pretty sick. Here comes a Gen, what is this, a Gen 4 Glock 17. Sick. Really fun. But I'm showing you this because we're talking about systems, and maybe some days you get your Skyweight Survival and you do run your pistol in it, but then maybe you have a change in your mission and you want to load this with EDC stuff like flashlights, lights, comms, first aid stuff, maybe a water bottle, but you still have a way to carry a pistol is my point. Is it the ideal way? No, because you got some flop going here. Ideally, we lock that pistol down. I've always been an advocate of chest-mounted pistol. I've modeled that, speaking of modeling things, the whole time in TMP. I really have, but it's something. It's just a way to have it up there if you need it. And this is in charcoal, whatever they call that color, the gray one. And then last but not least, I'm going to do some plate carrier reviews with your guys' support, especially the donor support. So I've been losing donors. I need to gain some more back. So I'm watching the money and it's not good. But if the donors come back and they support me strong, I'll do some plate carrier reviews. One of them is going to be this 511 plate carrier. This one in this Ranger green. And because a lot of you guys have worn out your plate carriers, maybe your size has changed, you've gained weight, lost weight. This is a fantastic plate carrier. I love it. It's just called the simple Tech plate carrier, and look at their cool attachment system. But what I really want to focus on right now is how these chest packs can be adapted to a plate carrier as a utility pouch. Now, technically, this is a utility pouch by 511 right here. It is a utility pouch, but it could be your chest rig pouch too as well. And then some of these chest rigs, well, right here, see how that's all Velcro right here? You put your chest pouch right there. That's what I was talking about. So you could take this Skyweight Survival, remove that back Velcro and mount it right here, and then you've got yourself a sweet utility pouch, and you could have pistol in it. So there's some real versatility there. It really depends on what kind of system you're building. But be realistic when you build your systems. Think it through. Spend your money wisely. Make sure you need the system. If you don't need the system, don't buy it. But it's nice to have a turnkey system for every situation. I'm all about being prepared. If you have the money to be prepared, be prepared. And part of that, of course, is always physical fitness. So maintain your physical fitness. And boys, we are done. And just like I said, 30 minutes. Holy cow, how does that happen? How does that happen? I don't know. I wasn't even watching the clock, bro. This is a Kershaw in-game. Very Boba Fett-esque knife. Beautiful. This is a Dagger Knives Discover. I hope they're still making this. One of their all-time great EDC and actually mini tactical blades. Awesome. Again, the Luminox Seabass. And then we have the Porsche Carrera in that beautiful blue. If you have one, like to donate it to me personally, I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we have the Olight Seeker 2, 3, 4, whatever the new variations are going to be. They're all highly recommended. And then lounging in the background here, we have a Cat D6R. Hey, nothing fancy. If I have a Cat D6R, a real one, do you want me to donate it to the project? No, thank you. I don't have a place for it. Sorry. I got the Kubota. We're done, boys. Thanks so much for your support. And let me know and comment if this was helpful, if you agree with the systems approach to Chest Pouch. I think mostly it's for carrying a pistol and some EDC items. It has some real advantages to it. If you hide it with a light jacket, big advantages. And more importantly to you guys, it's not a fanny pack. See you later.